If you've been doing any kind of social media marketing, you've probably run into a very annoying problem. It's called Murphy's Law. And Murphy's Law basically says anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And it's not a matter of if, it's really a matter of when. And when you add this additional dynamic of live streaming, well, you get things like let's get you leveled up. Now, the interesting thing about social media is although mistakes, bloopers, and unintended things do happen, they're not always final, they're not always in stone, and they're not always a black mark against your brand. Now, listen, hear me good. Some mistakes, bloopers, unintended things do require a greater level of effort. However, they are now new cases that will show us that even when you thought it was the end of your brand, you actually end up going viral in front of hundreds and thousands and millions of viewers that you would have never been able to engage, at least not for free. Due to its entertaining or maybe even educational value, and now it's up to you to help set the narrative, control the narrative, or even regain the narrative. And in most cases, just acknowledge it and move on. Why? Well, the secret is you're not the first and certainly won't be the last. And the difference between these so-called social media gurus and you is a simple topic called content editing. Content editing is where someone is re-looking at the original content in order to make it more effective, more cohesive, and more understandable. Or copy editing that really focuses on consistency just as much as correctness, which results in a perfect video shoot that actually, in hindsight, is a collection of several shots, several takes, several edits, even omissions and do-overs. So here are a few quick tips and tricks for newbies. Let's get to it. Tip number 1. How do you fix the sideways video, typically on Facebook, but it can happen in other places? Well, if little to no one has seen it, just delete it, re-upload it. And if you're not sure how to fix it, well, you got to do some post-editing, and I've included some free sites in the description to help you out. Tip number 2, how do you fix that shaky video? Well, rule number 1, stop holding the camera in your bare hands. With the blessing of technology, there are hundreds of cost-effective technological devices that can take the camera out of your hand and increase the stabilization in your video. But in the event that that's not an option because you have what you have, check the description where I've included some post-production websites and software to help you out. How to fix bad lighting. Now this, I must admit, is one of my most favorite unintentional things to watch online. I mean, here you are on social media minding your own self-business, and then this runs across your timeline. But never fear, bad lighting can easily be fixed with some free economical changes to your video or to your stream. Check the description for some options. Number 4, avoiding distractions at all costs in your video or your stream. Number 5, late starts and awkward pauses in idle time. There's nothing more frustrating than to log into a Zoom call and see that dreaded message of your host will start the stream soon. And then once they finally get the show on the road, half of the time is spent with and at this point, if it's a live stream, your only option might be publishing an edited restream or acknowledging that things just didn't go right today and move. And then next week, you come back and you've already addressed and you're intentional about your implementation because now you know what to plan for. You know what to account for. You know what to correct for. Social media is a training opportunity. Some days you're going to train yourself on what success looks like. And other days you're going to train yourself on what not to do the next time you go live. That's all the time I have today. This is Enlarge My Territory, trying to help you level up your stream so that you can do what you love to do each and every day in a digital way. Let us help you expand your reach.